विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस के अवसर पर मारवाड़ी युवा मंच डिब्रूगढ़ के ग्रेटर शाखा ने वेस्ट टू वैल्यू किचन वेस्ट कंपोस्टिंग रिवैल्यूएशन शीर्षक से एक विस्तृत सूचनात्मक वीडियो जारी करने का एक बहुत ही अभिनव विचार पेश किया है, जिसमें बताया गया है कि कैसे रसोई के कचरे को ब्लैक गोल्ड खाद में परिवर्तित किया जा सकता है। कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र डिब्रूगढ़ की मदद से वीडियो बनाया गया है, जो खाद बनाने और रसोई के कचरे को खाद में बदलने के बारे में हर मिनट का विवरण प्रदान करता है। कंपोस्टिंग एक पर्यावरण अनुकूल अभ्यास है जो रसोई के कचरे को खाद नामक पोषक तत्वों से भरपूर मिट्टी में परिवर्तित करता है। इस खाद का उपयोग हमारे बगीचे, पार्कों और यहाँ तक कि स्कूल के मैदानों में पौधों को उगाने की मदद के लिए किया जा सकता है। डिब्रूगढ़ नगर पालिका बोर्ड ने समाज के सभी वर्गों में संदेश प्रसारित करने के लिए सभी आवश्यक मार्गदर्शन और सहयोग प्रदान किया, ताकि डिब्रूगढ़ के हर घर में खाद बनाने की अच्छी प्रथा को अपनाया जा सके। आधिकारिक रिलीज की तारीख से 2 दिन पहले विवेकानंद केंद्र विद्यालय और दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल डिब्रूगढ़ में उपयुक्त वीडियो की एक विशेष स्क्रीनिंग आयोजित की गई थी। छात्रों, शिक्षक, कर्मचारियों और स्कूल प्रबंधन ने वीडियो बनाने में किए गए प्रयासों की सराहना की। डिब्रूगढ़ नगर पालिका बोर्ड के सम्मेलन हॉल में डीएमबी के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर सैकत पात्रा, कार्यकारी अधिकारी डीएमबी गौतम प्रियम महंत, एनयूएलएम प्रभारी डॉक्टर धीरेन्द्र नाथ दास सहित विभिन्न पदाधिकारी और डीएमबी के कर्मचारियों की उपस्थिति में वीडियो को आधिकारिक रूप से लॉन्च किया गया। श्री शांतनु पॉल, फार्म मैनेजर, कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र डिब्रूगढ़ ने दर्शकों के प्रश्नों को संबोधित किया और उन्हें खाद बनाने के लिए प्रोत्साहित किया। वीडियो बनाने में कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र डिब्रूगढ़ के योगदान के लिए मारवाड़ी युवा मंच डिब्रूगढ़ ग्रेटर द्वारा शांतनु पॉल को एक फुलाम, गमछे और स्मृति चिन्ह प्रदान सम्मानित किया गया। कार्यक्रम में पूर्वोत्तर प्रदेश मारवाड़ी युवा मंच के जनसंपर्क विभाग के समन्वयक युवा संदीप अग्रवाल, प्रांत के मिशन कैंसर जागृति के चेयरमैन सुबीर केजरीवाल सहित प्रेस, मीडिया और अनेक गणमान्य लोग उपस्थित थे। डिब्रूगढ़ ग्रेटर के शाखा अध्यक्ष युवा सीए परमेश अग्रवाल, सचिव मनीष धानुका, परियोजना संयोजक सुमित पोद्दार और सीए अंकित वर्मा और शाखा के सदस्यों द्वारा वरिष्ठ वैज्ञानिक और प्रमुख कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र डिब्रूगढ़ डॉक्टर दिगंता शर्मा, विषय विशेषज्ञ कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र डिब्रूगढ़ डॉक्टर सुदेशना बरुआ, फार्म मैनेजर कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र डिब्रूगढ़ शांतनु पॉल, डॉक्टर सैकत पात्रा, कार्यकारी अधिकारी डिब्रूगढ़ नगर पालिका बोर्ड गौतम प्रियम महतो, एनआरएलएम प्रभारी डॉक्टर धीरेन्द्र नाथ दास, विवेकानंद केंद्रीय विद्यालय के प्रबंधक, दिल्ली पब्लिक स्कूल डिब्रूगढ़ के प्रबंधन, वीडियो लॉन्च में उपस्थित अन्य सामाजिक संगठनों के सदस्य, पूरे कार्यक्रम को कवर करने के लिए मीडिया कर्मियों सहित अन्य सभी का धन्यवाद दिया गया। टीम डिब्रूगढ़ ग्रेटर द्वारा जारी एक संदेश में कहा गया है कि यह विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस के अवसर पर धरती माता को दिया जाने वाला सबसे अच्छा उपहार हो सकता है।
Namaskar. Hello environment lovers. We are from Marwari Yuva Manch Dibrugarh Greater. On this auspicious occasion of World Environment Day, today we are at Krishi Vigyan Kendra Dibrugarh. We are here to learn something about black gold. A black gold is a modern name for compost. We are here today to know that how a compost can be prepared by ourselves from the kitchen waste. We are very much thankful to the head of the department and senior scientist Dr. Diganta Sharma sir for providing us this opportunity to shoot a video at their location and assisting us in every possible manner. We have with us Mr. Shantanu Pal and Dr. Sudeshna Borua and their team to explain us and show us the entire process in detail. So let's have a look.
Namaskar. My name is Shantanu Paul, working as a farm manager at Krishi Vigyan Kendra Dibrugarh. So today, in the auspicious occasion of World Environment Day, we are going to learn how to prepare compost. Preparation of composting will be different in case of urban and rural areas. In rural areas, we have ample space and we have lots of resources. But in urban area, there is a lack of resources and space. So whatever is available in our kitchen waste, we will be preparing from that. And in the waste management of urban areas is nowadays creating a very havoc. So it is the responsibility of every household to separate their dry and wet waste separately, so that it can be the wet waste can be prepared for composting. Nowadays, there are lots of diseases like cancer and more severe diseases are occurring because of use of chemicals. So why not we can prepare a compost at home and grow our own food from the kitchen waste. So while preparing this, my colleague Dr. Sudeshna Barua, subject matter specialist horticulture, will be helping me in it. Composting is of two types. One is aerobic and another is anaerobic. In aerobic, oxygen is required, and in anaerobic, oxygen is not required. So today we will go for aerobic composting method. For preparation of compost, we are using a thermocol box. We can use bucket also, which is easily available at our household. So for this, since we are going for aerobic composting, so it should be nicely ventilated. So here we have to prepare holes from all the directions.
So for composting, we need certain amounts of ingredients for every composting method. In household composting, we are mainly focused on the household waste, like kitchen waste. Kitchen waste may be of two origin. It may be a plant origin or may be of animal origin. So within animal origin, we have the meat and fish and all these wastes. So we are not going to use the animal origin waste in composting method because it will encourage the foul smell in composting method. So we will be only concentrating on the kitchen waste, which will be plant-based kitchen waste. So those will be considered as the green parts. So we are using here clipped grass parts, which will be used as the greens. So here we are using the greens, which are clipped grass parts in place of the kitchen waste. Then after that, we are having another ingredient which will be the source of carbon in our compost. So that will be the browns. These browns are collected from dried leaves, dried grasses which are already cut off. In place of these browns, in household level, we can also go for using the paper, waste paper like newspaper, other papers from the book and magazines. But we cannot use those papers which are already printed in glossy print or maybe in using lots of chemicals and all. So only newspaper and brown paper, those are the things we can use, or maybe handmade paper also. So the third ingredient is completely optional. If you have it at your place, then you can use it, otherwise you can skip it. So we are using the accelerator, the third step, which is compost, in our tutorial. But in the place of the compost, at household level, you can use the water which we get from washing the rice. Though that water can be sprinkled while we will go for layering of our compost pit. Then we have the fourth and final ingredient, which is the moisture. The moisture, we will be using water for adding the moisture to our compost, which will be added at time to time basis. When we see that moisture level is low, we will add some water or sprinkle it over our compost.
Okay, so now step-wise we will be performing how to prepare the compost. So first of all, a layer of browns we will be adding. The first layer is the browns, next layer is the greens. So greens again we have to add. After adding greens, we have to add the accelerator. So we have added 3 layers. One is brown, then greens, and now lastly we have added accelerator. So each layer should be 2 to 3 inches. So if there is space in the container, so we can add further, we can repeat the same procedure, browns, greens and accelerator until it is completely filled up, and there should be space at least for 5 centimeter space should be left. Last and the final step is adding adequate moisture. Here are some points to be remembered. First is that the excess water should not be applied. Optimum level of moisture should be maintained. This should be kept in a shade place. Direct sunlight should be avoided, because if direct sunlight falls on this, the process of decomposition will be less, because the bacteria which will be, and aerobic bacteria will be, they will die because of the excess heat. After 7 days we have to open it. 7 to 15 days we have to open it, and we have to stir it, and whatever the leftover kitchen waste is there, we have to again add it, and we have to add browns, and we have to water it. So the process of composting will take around 3 months, but it may take little longer in case of winter. And adequate moisture should be maintained. In winter we have to water it in alternate days, and in summer we have to alternate every day. So after 3 months you will get a product like this, which is called as black gold, and we can use it in our kitchen garden, in our flower pots, and grow our own food.
Hello friends, I am Sumit Poddar from Marwari Government Greater Dibrugarh, here to show you what are the stuff that we can use in our household compost that we are going to produce. These are the peel of vegetables, fruits and some wastage, green wastages that we throw in our dustbin that can be used in our compost at home. And these are the dry matters that we can use in our compost in our home that can be easily available. These are the cartons and wastage carton without plastic that are to be used in our compost. Thank you.
So friends, now today we have seen how much easy process it is to prepare compost at our home from our kitchen waste. Friends, this environment is giving us a lot, and it's our responsibility to take care of it. The tons and tons of kitchen waste that is being wasted daily in the garbage dumps can be used to prepare this black gold and give back to the environment, and again take back from it something very nutritious and herbal for all of our children and this society. Also, when we have today assembled here and done this composting ourselves, what we have thought of is a revolutionary idea about community composting. We are living in a society where we have blocks and blocks of buildings having so many flats, and tons of food waste is being daily generated out of it. What we can do is use these types of boxes on the rooftops and do composting for a better tomorrow.
Let's compost for a better tomorrow.